Welcome and welcome back to S.WigginsTV. As always, I'm your host, Worldwide Wiggins. And you asked for it, and here it go. Today we gonna be talking about the Weirdo Gangster Bloods, a Ptsd clique turned reputable Damus in Inglewood. Without further ado, what we wait for? Let's get straight to it. The LA, or California period, calling somebody weird or a weirdo is fighting words. It is not taken lightly at all. Like somebody call you a weirdo or weird, like it's like you a goofy, at least in my eyes. But today we gonna talk about a blood gang in Inglewood that embraced the name, pushed it to the limit, went to war, wore it as a badge of honor, and some even got it tatted. I'm talking about the Inglewood Weirdo Gangster Bloods. Now here's a rare flick of some of the Weirdo Gangster Bloods. Not the best quality, but come on, appreciate it. We've been looking at the one with homeboy with the chest tap for too long. Yep, I did it for the culture. I broke a barrier today. Yeah, you welcome. Now, it all started at Morningside High School, a predominantly blood school in Inglewood, California, in the late 80s, early 90s, like 89, 90, or 88, something like that. Around this time, there was a lot of PTSD cliques forming. For those who are new to my channel, PTSD, P for Party Crew, T for Tagger Crew, S for Scene Crew, D for Dancers. Some of these cliques included Sex Jerks, which I did the story on, the Posers, KOD, MBT, Table Crew, and others. Now, PTSD cliques are often looked down and frowned upon by actual gangbangers because they, some of them are dancers and they dress kind of preppy like rich kids, and they might wear tapered khakis and polo shirts and, like they more like ladies' men. And they would tag on the walls in people's turf. So Crips and Bloods never really liked them like that. So the Bloods in Inglewood would call them weirdos. Like, y'all dancing and tagging walls and y'all not conforming to this gang life? Y'all some weirdos. Y'all weird. So allegedly, it was a guy named Debo, formed a clique at Morningside High. And they decided, hey, F it, we weirdos then. Now, it's somewhat of a mystery if they was already had the name weirdos, when people called them that, or if they just adopted it later on. But for the most part, they embraced it. Like, hey, we weirdos, so what? They was cool with more blood-oriented PTSD cliques like the South Central Winos, shout out to Drunk Den and the 88 Mobsters, and another clique called the Losers. Y'all killing me with these names, cuz. So the weirdos would tag on the walls with WDZ all over Inglewood. They fame was spreaded throughout the city. At some point, the weirdos adopted the blood identity and became known as the Weirdos Gangster Blood. Now, I heard from an older homie, it was through their relationship with the Crenshaw Mafia that they pushed the GB, the Gangster Bloods, and he was like, that's why the weirdos pushed the Gangster Blood. But some say Inglewood families had a hand in giving their start up. I can't confirm it till I get an actual weirdo member to confirm it, so I'm gonna leave that right there. So the weirdos start Damuing. They set up shop on the south border of Inglewood. They hood stretched from Imperial to 108th and from Yukon to Crenshaw Boulevard. But they main street that they push is 111th Street. Now it's the 90s, and the weirdos is about 30 deep. Flamed up, sport Washington Nationals as their logo. Now at first, quite naturally, being in Inglewood and being Inglewood Bloods, they gonna have beef with the Inglewood Crips, and they did, with Crips like the Tongans and IVC, as far as the 90s in the beginning went. And they later start having beef with the 111 Mad Ass Gangsters, which to my knowledge came later. They also start beefing with the 10 Deuce Raymonds and the Rolling Hunters, and most notably, the 18th Street. But one of the more serious beefs they had was with another Damus set in Inglewood, Center Park Bloods. The Center Park Bloods is located on the other side of Yukon and also push 111th Street. These two small hoods was at war with each other, and a lot of people forgot about it. But that's why Wiggins is here. Somewhere in the 2000s, members of the Center Park Bloods went to visit a lady friend, and members of the Weirdo Gangster Bloods rushed the crib and jumped on them. A squabble ensued, and You know, with all due respect, the Weirdos got the best of them. Then, allegedly, at one point, the OGs from both hoods decided to come together and launch some phase up, the old-fashioned way. But things got out of control, and the Weirdos got things pointed at them, and they got bust at. And this turned the beef up even more. Some of the most intense shootouts on the south side of Inglewood was accounted for this very beef. They was smacking at each other and chasing each other down the shore. It got really wild in the mid-2000s. So they went at it for years and years. And if they still beef to this day, I don't know. But I did hear that, you know, some of the older homies came together to a mutual decision and the beef died down. Coming into the late 2010s. Both the Weirdo Gangster Bloods and the Center Park Bloods both went at it with the Inglewood 18th Street. And this caused a lot of they hitters and real ones to go to jail. The number of members of the Weirdo Gangster Bloods began to dwindle. And allegedly, people chose to join other hoods that they was tight with, like Crenshaw Mafia, Inglewood Families, etc. And that's allegedly. I'm putting allegedly on that. But I know what you want to ask me. Wiggins, are they still active? Is the Weirdo still there? We know you got a flick or two. Be thankful for that new flick I gave you. Cause, you know, we ain't had none. I searched it. I asked everybody. Nobody had none. But yes, it's a few Inglewood Weirdo Bloods, you know, still here to this day. And who knows? We might got an interview coming up. So keep it locked. That's what I got for y'all today, man. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, man. Hey, you like it? What's up, man? What you got to say? Drop a comment, man. Body.